I would say I was catfish, but the person did not look so much like the picture, and I was like, oh wow. So like that changed. So
who should pay for the bill?
Oh man. See, but you know the thing.
Hey guys, you're beautifully welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, you're welcome to this happy place. You know what to do. Please tell them what to do.
Subscribe
Down below, and be sure to turn the post notification bell on so that you can get notifications each time I post a new video. And if you're not new, thank you so much for joining my channel yet again. Ensure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it and if you enjoy watching it. So in today's video, I have my friend here. She's my G, Mojola. I'll put our Instagram handle on the screen. Follow her on Instagram, and we'll be talking about our online dating experience in Canada. So she has been in Canada for about 4 years, and I've been here for almost a couple of months now. I think about 7 months.
Wow.
And yeah,
it's 7 months already.
It's going so fast. Seems like yesterday when I just came.
I know.
So we'll be talking about our online dating experience in Canada, and we have some juice. Okay, so the thing is, it's kind of different from when we were back home, because back in Nigeria, we're both Nigerians. Back in Nigeria, you never really had to use online dating apps, and I think we had online dating apps that are quite popular. I think we had like Bado and all those ones, but they were like mostly for hookups. But like in Nigeria, trying to find a partner or trying to find your significant other, you never really had to use online dating, because you probably meet your partner in church, in school, at the mall, or maybe walking on the street, exactly. Like, or you could just meet someone on the bus and you guys would like, oh hey, I like you. You might not even start off with I like you. You guys might just like be chatting and exchange contacts, and other times you guys meet and things start to happen. But like in Canada, everybody's on the bus with earplugs, busy on their phone. You can't literally walk up to someone and like tell them like, hey, I like you, because you could be infringing in that person's private space. So it's kind of different here, and it's quite lonely. You definitely want to be with someone. You have that feeling that you want to be with someone. So it's been a challenge, and we'll be sharing with you guys our experiences so far. Who are the people that you know that have been successful with online dating?
So my brother met his wife on Bumble, and they're like super in love, and
and they got married last year, right?
Yeah. So like and I have like a colleague at work that met his girlfriend on, I think, Tinder or something. But like, yeah, so I and a couple of other people meet their significant others.
So like it's almost impossible for you to rule out the chances.
Yeah.
Like online dating is a thing, and these people have been able to meet their like future spouse or their partner, like real relationship, even friendships on online dating platforms. And it's something that it's definitely going to continue to grow. It's not going to be cancelled. It's going to continue to exist forever.
Everything is going everything is going online.
Exactly, everything is going digital.
Groceries, you get your groceries online.
You shop online, you buy everything you need, you order your food in.
Yeah, everything is going digital. Like
exactly.
everything is going.
We'll probably start doing weddings online as well. Like of course, people are already doing it.
How do they do weddings?
I swear, people are already doing it. I swear. Okay, so
like, is it like they're Skyping? Like the groom is Skyping his wife, or like they're Skyping other people that they're trying to attend the wedding?
Where in Nigeria that the husband is like abroad and the wife is like getting married to his picture, and the guy connects my phone. I swear, if you have seen that kind of situation, please leave a comment down below of people that got married over the phone.
I don't believe it. You can postpone the wedding, or you can maybe travel. Like why can't you travel to like get married or something, or postpone the wedding to like?
I've seen people get married to their husbands.
But like, how do they sign the wedding certificate and all
the
this
guy
kind
will
of
scan
stuff?
it. I'm serious.
Why do you have to go through all this?
I'm not even joking with you. I'm serious. Like, which online dating apps has been like the ones you've been using? Tell us.
First of all, I'm not gonna pay for online dating. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be free.
For a subscription.
I'm not gonna pay for any subscription or anything. So there's Hinge. Very popular.
Shout out to people that use Hinge. I think I like Hinge the most because they design. I think they should say Hinge is the online dating app that is designed to be deleted. That's like their slang. So
their...
they are looking forward to you to use the app and find someone, then delete the app. That's their own plan.
I just kind of, and there's Bumble. Bumble is kind of good for like literally swiping, and it's kind of like a library of fine boys. Just literally swipe. I don't really feel Bumble really connects.
But I like the fact that on Hinge, you have to insert 7 pictures. Is it 7 or 6? 6. I like the fact that you have to put that much pictures. That way, someone can see you from different angles, different.
But if you're still going to be catfished, you'll still be catfished.
Well, that's another angle to it. That's online dating. You can be catfished at any point in time.
And you can be catfishing people yourself.
So there's also Facebook dating app as well. There's Tinder. There's
Facebook.
Which other one? There are like lots of dating app outside on the internet, but I think the most popular one in Canada,
there's eHarmony or something like that.
eHarmony, yeah, there's eHarmony as well, but I think the most popular one in Canada is Hinge, or in Ontario, to be honest.
But there's also the Christian one, Christian Mingle.
Yeah. So I think Hinge is the most popular one here, because if you go on like TTC, you see their advert in TTC, you see it in Subway.
Really?
Yeah, in
even on Subway.
I swear they're advertising to you guys that find the love of your life today. They keep advertising in TTC and the Subway. So that's some of the online dating app that we know that is quite popular from Canada. So you can try some of those.
There are probably others that we don't know.
Yeah, but I met a couple of people, and so far it's not bad. It's just that it's kind of hard to find someone that you vibe with or someone that you share the same perspective with. And that's the thing with online dating. You have to just keep trying, keep meeting people. You can also try to like set up your preferences in your profile. That way, whoever is connecting with you would like see what you have, and you too, you can also see what they have, and try to see if your preferences match. I also like the fact that some of those apps makes it mandatory for you to state some things about yourself, like if you're working, if your height, exactly. So for some of us, height is very important. So I don't know about you, but height is very important. And
wait, but do you kind of feel like, I don't know, for girls, like we should kind of like talk about what we do, like the jobs we do, like a job position or whatever, like put it on your profile, your dating profile. I kind of feel like it should be something you talk about when you meet the person, kind of like a conversation starter, like, oh, I'm a blah blah blah, I'm an accountant. And
I think for me, I think it's okay to have it on your profile to say you're an accountant. Then when you guys meet in person, say what kind of accountant you are. Of course, you can be a tax accountant, you can be into auditing, you can be like, you can have your own area of specialization. Then you can talk about the kind of things that you actually do in your day-to-day activity. If you say you're an accountant, that's just basic.
I don't think I have my job. I don't think I had my job.
But what I don't think you should put on your profile is where you work.
Yeah.
Some people put it that they work so place or so bank, RBC, CIBC, all those stuff you see.
Yeah, it's
you
just
see all
too
of
much
that. I think that's too much information.
Yeah,
you can put your job role, but not like where you actually work. Yeah, tell us about your experience.
Oh wow. So I went on this online dating craze thing that I don't know if I should be saying this online, but that was last year, right?
Yeah.
So I went on this craze thing that I just wanted to like explore online dating and meet people, because I felt like I was stable enough and I was mentally ready to like start dating and everything. So I was meeting people. I tried like different race, and I went on a couple of dates, and I kind of understood what online dating is about and practically dating in Canada. So yeah, I've been on a couple of dates. I've met a couple of very interesting people and very not interesting people. And like my first date, I was super nervous. It felt like I was going on like a job interview, because I was like, oh my gosh.
So what do I ask?
Because it's different from like when a guy walks up to you and like tells you that, oh, he likes you, and you meet for like maybe whatever you do, but like it's different. This one, you're like meeting the guy for the first time. So I went to like get new outfits, like my makeup had to be really good and all this kind of stuff, and I was like checking myself out. And then when I did all this stuff and I got there, I would say I was catfish, but the person did not look so much like the picture, and I was like, oh wow. So like that changed. So I stopped being nervous about my dates, because at the back of my mind I'm like, the guy might not be worth it, just go, you understand? So yeah, my first day was like I was having like a job interview.
Yeah.
And then subsequently I started like understanding, okay, this is the kind of guy I'm looking for. So I maybe tried like other race. But yeah, I have had quite the experience. It's a story for another day.
I feel like when I joined the platform, I was like very open-minded to anybody. And
Same
when
as
you
me.
were saying that he has to be a Nigerian guy, like, and nothing.
I'm not racist or something. Or,
I understand.
Or something, but like,
For me, initially I was like, it has to be like anybody. I don't care who. But now I kind of understand your perspective that the process of trying to get to know someone, trying to understand, like it's challenging, it's stressful enough to try to get to know someone, much less trying to understand their own culture as well. Trying to like, because sometimes you can't even just vibe with them.
yeah, like just take for example, like
it's a
you,
lot.
so I met my friend here last year, and because she's Nigerian and I'm Nigerian, we understand the jokes we say, like. Like if you meet someone or you're on a date with someone that is not necessarily Nigerian, you have to first explain like
Your
the
joke, like,
slangs
you have to
before
explain
you
your
put
joke.
your joke to before
And
you
even when you want
say
to-
your joke. So it's kind of, it takes away from the fun.
And the fact that you still try to like explain some things when you're trying to talk, like, you know, firstly you have to like communicate in such a way that they have to understand. Then maybe if I'm speaking some slang to you, maybe some pidgin English or some other
And they
kind
don't
of way, they
understand.
definitely can't understand. And maybe sometimes you want to go for lunch or you guys want to go out for dinner, and you have to like think of something that other person too would want. If it's like a black person, if it's a Nigerian, you could go to like an African restaurant.
And
for
yeah,
the
and
first
it's
time,
be
you people
easy.
will be
Yeah,
okay.
so you don't need to like pick something that's like in the middle, because but like another thing is there are other people that that dates people from outside their race and is working perfect for them. I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to like, because you have to put extra work,
Extra effort
to make that kind of
shout out to all the
relationship
people that are
work,
doing
like
interracial or interracial
yeah, it's
relationships.
actually extra
It's a
effort.
lot
It's
of
not
work. I
easy to
commend
like
you
just connect with someone. So yeah,
So like, what are some of the first date security safety measures that you would suggest, and some tips to help your first date go well? What are some tips you share?
So like me personally, what I do, first of all, so not even talking about like the safety measures and stuff, like talking about the people you go on dates with, kind of try to talk to the person
Over the phone, very
and
important.
try to like,
if you can even have a video call, it's very important as well.
I don't know if it's like the guys are meeting, but guys kind of have this thing that they'll start talking to you on Monday and they probably want to see you on
Tuesday.
on that weekend, like Friday. They want to see you just to know if they should invest their time, to know if you are maybe cute enough or fine enough. I don't know.
Or maybe you're the kind of person that
Yeah, so they just always want to invest. They want to like quickly come and see you so that they can know if they can continue talking to you. But like me as a girl, I want to know if I want to see you. I want to know if you're like someone that I find appealing to look at and talk to. So I kind of feel like, even though like guys will be pushing that, oh, this weekend, like let's see Friday, like, and all this kind of stuff, you should probably maybe take your time and kind of get to talk to
Only
the
when
person,
you are ready.
video call the person too,
Yeah.
and so, because you're a girl, like you're out here in Canada by yourself, if anything happens to you, like
It's
nobody
on you,
is
yeah.
on you, so you have to
very sure that you're actually going to go a step further with that person before you go ahead. Say
Yeah.
for instance, you guys are still chatting and you already realize there's some things about this guy I can't deal with, then there's no point meeting up, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just make
yeah,
sure
so-
that you look out for those things. When you're going out on your first date or you're meeting someone for the first time, it's very important for you to inform someone, share your location, share pictures of that
the person, yeah.
like, let whoever it is, maybe if I'm going out on a date with her, with someone, I would definitely tell her that, okay, I'm going out with this
This
guy.
is how he looks like.
This is what it looks like. This is his picture.
And this is where we are going to.
just
Yeah.
in case. If you can also share like your live location on WhatsApp or on your messages, it's okay for you to do that as well, because at the end of the day, you have to protect yourself. I'm sure these guys are also taking the same measures as well.
And I kind of feel like on your first date, you shouldn't do something like, oh, cook for me at home, like, oh, let me cook dinner for you. Like,
Don't
no.
make, that's the thing, you don't want to take that risk of trying to see if it's going to make sense. So if you can avoid it altogether, just try to meet outdoor. Even if it's like you guys are not boxed up, you just want to like save money, you can go to like places that are cheaper or affordable, then you can meet. But like, people I wouldn't rule it out that it's not possible for you to meet your significant other in their place for the first date, but I would still say that it's best approach is for you to meet up with them in a
Outside.
public place.
I will try to like find the person on another social media platform, like maybe on Instagram, on LinkedIn, because you want to know. It's like,
Are you trying to hire the guy?
No, I'm not hiring the guy, but I just want to like know like the persona of the person, like other aspects of the person, just in case. Before I don't do it all the time, but it's something I would advise, like if I'm giving advice to people to do. Like you want to see the person on like other social media platforms and try to like find the person just to reassure yourself that, oh, you're going to meet a sane person. This same person seems to be the same on other social media platforms.
Okay, so I'll ask you something that is very, very popular in online dating topics like this. Who should pay for the bill?
Oh man, see, but you know the thing, I never actually thought it was like a problem until I was talking to one of my colleagues at work. And so, you know, like, I've been on a couple of dates, online dates, and I didn't go forward with the guys I went on dates with and stuff like that. And I find it that, oh, it's interesting. I met this guy, we had this lunch together. It was we had a very interesting talk, but I don't really connect with the person, or I don't even like this person at all. So like I come back and I tell my roommates about it and all this kind of stuff, and we're like, okay, on to the next. But like, it's easier for girls because like on all those dates it was the guy paying. So it's me, I'm just literally there eating like and ordering drinks. So I kind of feel like it's actually
Expensive for the guy.
It's very expensive for the guy. So
Notice so far.
split it if you don't like the guy. That's what I would say. If you don't like the guy, split the bill. Like
100%.
pay for yourself.
Like when you meet the guy and you think you don't like him,
just pay for yourself. That's my new motto. Like that's.
But for me, I think I've noticed something because I've gone out with like guys that are Nigerians and the ones that are non-Nigerian. I think I've like seen 2 Nigerians, and I realized that it's due to their upbringing or something, but they are built to like take responsibility in some kind of way, so they want to pay. Like the Nigerian guy will tell you to order for anything, he'll probably not even look at the price, even if it's going to like put a strain in his pocket, he wouldn't mind for you to make that thing and pay for it. Then he can go home and go be drinking his guy.
No, but like there's some. I've been on a date with like a white guy, yeah, and he paid for it. Like the white guy paid for it. I just kind of feel like there's some Nigerian guys that will also want to pay. There's some Nigerian guys.
For me, I just feel like the Nigerian guys that are like, not a lot of them, but a good number of them would definitely want to try to pay because they have this sense of responsibility in them that they feel like they should always take care of you. But the other people, the whatever counterpart would be like, okay, so split the bill. They already expect you to know that you should split the bill, which is fine by me, especially if I think that I'm not going to move forward with you.
A friend of mine that told me that he went on a date with a girl, and like on the date the girl offered to pay, and that's what made him like the girl all the more because he felt like she was like a responsive, not responsible, like she's supportive and everything. And I'm like, I can pay, but like I'll be like, what kind of guy is this one?
If the guy is with his debit card or with his credit card, and maybe that store does not accept credit card and it does not have Apple Pay now, then I can understand that, okay, it's just the kind of payment method that this guys accept. But if the guy doesn't have any payment, he doesn't have cash, he doesn't have debit or credit, I'm like, no, this guy is not ready.
It depends on where you go to for your first date. So like if I'm just meeting a guy for the first time, I will try to like say, oh, let's grab coffee, let's go to Starbucks or Tim Hortons. Like it's cheap, so it's not going to strain on anybody's pocket. I can decide to pay for myself, you can pay for both of us, it's not a big deal.
Or maybe just grab
but like you don't go to like a fancy restaurant on your first date. Because
where should you meet on the first date? Like not actual location, I'm talking about like who should go all the way. Should the guy come all the way to visit you? May say you stay in Mississauga now, should the guy come all the way to your city to see you, or should you guys meet halfway? You know, everywhere in Canada is like a trip. You're traveling all the way, and then you're going to the next street. It's also a journey. So do you think the guy should meet you halfway, or should the guy come all the way? What do you think?
I normally would say a halfway, but it depends on the circumstance. So this guy was coming from Ottawa and I was still in St. Catharines. I think that was like my very first date, and the person came all the way from Ottawa
the guy is St. Catharines. Drive all the way from Ottawa. That's like 5 hours.
The guy doesn't know he likes me because that's like our first date. Like you don't know you like the girl. Like, oh, maybe you like the girl. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So like at the back of my mind, I felt like indebted to the person that, oh my gosh, this person drove all the way to come and see me and all this kind of stuff. So I started like feel like it changed the whole atmosphere of the date. I was like feeling like, oh my gosh. But like if it's like 50-50, I came 50, you came 50, like we are not enjoying the thing, let's go home. Like
if both parties are driving, then they should meet halfway 100%. But if both of you are like taking the bus, you should also still meet halfway. But if like one person is driving and the other person has to take the bus, then maybe that person driving might have to put in more effort to see you, like put in more more time. Like
so like when we say halfway, we don't mean like halfway like distance.
Like
we mean like 50-50, like 50-50 effort. Yeah, like
driving should try to put in more effort. Not like the other person should not try, but they should still, like, it's just like a sacrifice from your end, and it's not all the time for sure. Maybe just the first time, the second time, then they might have to like come all the way for you. And it doesn't matter if you really want to see someone, you probably take an Uber or something, but then just try to see what's convenient. But on no account should one person go all the way for one person. No, I don't agree.
Yeah, especially on the first date.
Especially on the first date.
What's your take on like a guy coming to your house to pick you on your first date?
On the first date, that's a no.
Yeah, I know. I've done it before.
I don't want the guy to come. I don't want the guy to come.
It's actually so
maybe
security. No,
for security purposes, no. But maybe when after we meet and I think that, oh, I really like this guy, then he can take me back home. I'm fine with him taking me back home, but not picking me from home. And maybe if we are going out for the second date, by then I would have decided, or I would have had the feeling to know if I want to take this a step further, then he can come to my place to pick me up. But definitely not the first date, no.
I kind of feel like we might have to have like a part 2 for this thing, because there's this question that has been burning in my mind. Okay, like, so you know, like in Nigeria, we are Nigerians, so we are going to talk about like our experience in Nigeria. So when you when a guy comes to meet you, when a guy comes and approaches you, the person is like asking you to be his girlfriend, straight up from your first conversation. That will be my girlfriend or something like that. But like when you're dating someone, it's kind of like another approach. So another thing is, so you go on like a couple of dates with the person. So when is it right for the person to ask, would you be my girlfriend or whatever? Because it kind of tends to not happen. Like you just keep going on a date with this guy.
I feel like these days when people are
so like what are we?
Like, so what are we
just lunch buddies?
I feel like when you start hanging out with someone for so long and they are not saying anything, it's very important for you to draw the line and ask. Even if this person is not saying anything, just ask. Say things that would make you feel more comfortable, because these days people just tend to just meet, then start going out, then eventually it will start becoming, come to my house, let's have lunch together, there's Netflix and chill and do all those kind of stuff. But like if you are but when they now realize that they are getting to like each other, or they want to take it a step further, these days people don't actually say, will you be my girlfriend? But I want to be asked. Like, I want you to literally open your mouth and tell me that. I could ask the guy, would you be my boyfriend? Do you want to be my girlfriend? You could ask the guy that, do you want, like, I can ask him. I can ask him as well. I don't mind asking, but I don't want to be told no. So before I can't handle the rejection. Wants to be told no. So is it no? Before a guy will ask you out, you would know that, okay, this guy is probably going to say yes. So before you ask the guy out, you also have to know that the guy is probably going to say yes. Yeah, that's it. So I want to be sure that this guy is going to say yes before I ask. I've never asked any guy out though. I'll probably ask my next guy out. That would be my boyfriend. My boyfriend. Yeah. What if he says no? That's the thing. What if he says no? But like, really, let me know in the comment section down below that is it necessary for the guy to ask the question that would you be my girlfriend, or you guys should just continue to go with the flow, and since you see that you guys are already liking each other and hanging out a lot more, that then you guys are already together. Let me know down below. I want to read from you guys, or maybe I'm just thinking too much. Tell me down below. So yeah, that will be it for this video. If you guys enjoy watching this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe down below. Turn the post notification bell on so that you can get notifications each time. It's a bell. So like ring the bell. So you turn the post notification bell on. This is how we ring bell in. It's like this bang. It's like this. So turn the post notification bell on so you can get notifications each time I post a new video. Oh yeah, wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands. Stay social distancing. I had to test this babe before I got to come over. Alright guys, we'll see you guys later. Bye.